Hi friends, welcome to the Daily Current Affairs by Ekam IAS. So today on 22nd July 2019, our topics are HPCIA, then Healthy States Progressive India Report, Service Voter, 30-meter telescope, then Maped program and Prelims question revision series. So our first topic, that is HPCIA. So, the Health Ministry, it bans the sale and also the distribution of antibiotic, that is colistin, for food producing animals. Okay, this is the news. So, we know the ban, it has been imposed under the provisions of Drugs and Cosmetics Act of 1940. And the drug, that is the colistin, it has been marked reserve under the AWARE tool. Okay, I'll tell what is this AWARE tool. And now this colistin, it has also been marked as the HPCIA. So what is this HPCIA? It means highest priority critically important antimicrobials in the WHO CIA list. It means WHO published a list of critically important antimicrobials for human medicine. Okay, so this colistin, it has been marked as the HPCIA in the WHO critically important antimicrobials for human medicine. Okay, clear. So, about this HPCIA, as I said, it is a certain antimicrobial classes and it has been classified as highest priority critically important antimicrobials for human medicine by the WHO in the so-called WHO list of critically important antimicrobials for human medicine. Clear? So, basically it is intended for all stakeholders to ensure that all antimicrobials, especially this critically important antimicrobials, they are used prudentially both in human and also in veterinary medicine. Okay, and also it is intended as a reference to in order to help, and that means in order to formulate and also to prioritize risk assessment and risk management strategies for containing antimicrobial resistance, mainly due to non-human antimicrobial use. Okay, then, so according to the first revision of WHO list of CIA, it was which was developed in the second WHO expert meeting on critically important antimicrobials for human health, and it was held in Copenhagen in Denmark in 2007. Okay, then in the latest version, that is that means the latest version of CIA list, there is the sixth revision, this is published in 2018. The highest priority critically important antimicrobials, they are quinolones, then third and higher generation cephalosporins, then macrolides and ketolides, then glycopeptides and also polymyxins. That means colistins. Okay, that polymyxins, it contains or it means colistin related drugs. Clear? Then about this AWARE, as the name stands, it stands for Access, Watch and Reserve. So, it is a global campaign urging government to adopt a tool in order to reduce the spread of antimicrobial resistance and also adverse events and also regarding the cost. Clear? So, this AWARE tool, it was developed by WHO Essential Medicines list to containing rising resistance and also to make antibiotic use safer and also more effective. Okay, that's why this AWARE tool was developed. And it specifies which antibiotic is to use for most common and serious infections, then which one should be available at all times in the healthcare system, and those that must be used sparingly or preserved and used only as a last resort. So, as a whole, we can say that this AWARE, it categorizes the antibiotic drugs. Clear? Then, the new campaign, it aims to increase the proportion of global consumption of antibiotics in the access group to at least 60% and to reduce the use of antibiotics most at risk of resistance. Clear? Then by using this access, the antibiotics lowers the risk of resistance because they are narrow spectrum antibiotics. In this narrow spectrum antibiotics, it means that the target these types of drugs, they target a specific microorganism rather than several microorganisms. That is it, narrow spectrum antibiotics. Clear? And they are also less costly because they are available in generic formulations. And in India, the health ministry has made it mandatory to display a 5 millimeter thick red vertical band on the packaging of prescription. That means prescription only drugs in order to sensitize the people that is that they must be cautious while buying these medicine that are widely sold without prescription. Okay, such an awareness is being made by the ministry, that means the health ministry. Clear? Then that's all regarding the first topic. Then our second topic is Healthy States Progressive India Report. Okay, so according to an analysis of the Niti Aayog, the Healthy States Progressive India Report, and we know it was released on June 25, and it shows that the usage of estimated figures in place of reported numbers to calculate certain health indicators, it has adversely impacted the final index score of certain states while boosting that of others. Okay, this is the news. Then, so the report it had used an estimated number of births and deliveries in order to calculate two key health outcome indicators. So what are these two key health outcome indicators? We know they are the full immunization coverage and proportion of institutional deliveries, which carried high weightage in the calculation of the final index score. Clear? So here you have to remember full immunization coverage, that point, and also proportion of institutional deliveries. Clear? Then, so this Healthy States Progressive India, it is a comprehensive health index report and is released by Niti Aayog. And this report, it ranks the states and also the union territories innovatively on their what we can say, their year-on-year incremental change in health outcomes as well as their overall performance with respect to each other. Okay, so this report has been developed by the Niti Aayog with technical assistance from the World Bank and in consultation with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So it was developed by Niti Aayog, then technical assistance from World Bank and consultation with Health Ministry. Okay, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Clear? So it is the second attempt to establish an annual systematic tool in order to measure and also to understand the heterogeneity and also the complexity of nations' performance in health. Then, as I said, this health index, it has been developed as a tool to leverage cooperative and also competitive federalism to accelerate the pace of achieving health outcomes. So as a result, what they do, the states and the union territories have been ranked in 3 categories in order to ensure comparison among the similar entities. So these 3 categories, they are larger states, that means 21 states are there, then smaller states, 8 states, and also some union territories, that is 8. Okay, such a categorization is being done. Then the health index, it is weighted, we can say the health index is a weighted composite index which for the larger states it is based on indicators in 3 domains with each domain assigned a weight based on its importance. Okay, so what are they? The 3 key domains, they are, first one is the health outcomes, then second one governance and information, third one key input and processes. Okay, so the health outcome, it accounts for 70%, then governance and information 12%, key inputs and processes, it accounts for 18%. So these are the 3 domains. And the index, it includes 23 indicators which are used to calculate the composite index score and in order to generate overall performance ranks and incremental ranks. Okay, then the next point, that is the composite index score, it is calculated for a base year and which largely covers 2014-15 period and a reference year. That you have to remember. Clear? Then here you can see the indicators under the domain and the health outcomes. So they are neonatal mortality rate, then under 5 mortality rate, then total fertility rate, then sex ratio at birth, then a proportion of institutional deliveries, then proportion of people living with HIV on antiretroviral therapy. Okay, so these are some of the indicators under the domain and their health outcomes. Clear? Then our next topic, that is service water. So the news is that the Election Commission of India said the one-way electronic transmission, it has enabled 60.14% turnout of service voters. Okay, this is the news. So the news is that a total of approximately 18 lakh postal ballots were dispatched electronically using the flagship IT program, that is ETPBS, that is electronically transmitted postal ballot system. Okay, so in the last class we have already discussed regarding this electronically transmitted postal ballot system. So please do check more details regarding the topic. So today I will be explaining about who is a service voter. So according to the provisions of subsection 8 of the section 20 of Representation of People Act of 1950, the service voters, they are classified into many types. So these categories, they can be included as service voters. So who are they? They can be those serving in armed forces of the Union, then those serving in a force to which the Army Act of 1950 applies. They are Assam Rifles, CRPF, then NSG, SSB, GREF, then GREF in BRO. BRO means Border Road Organization, CISF, etc. Okay, and also a member of an armed police force of a state, then serving outside that state, they are also considered as service voters. And those employed under the Government of India in a post outside India, they are also service voters. So that's about the service voter. Clear? Then our next topic, there is 30-meter telescope. So the news is that last week Hawaii so protests against plans to start construction of a giant telescope atop Mauna Kea, that is the US state's highest mountain at 14,000 feet. Okay, this is the basic news. So the thing is that if this 30-meter telescope cannot be built on Mauna Kea, then the Spain's Canary Island, it is being selected as a backup site. Okay, then so here you can see the picture, and also about TMT. We know this TMT, that is a 30-meter telescope. It is a proposed astronomical observatory with an extremely large telescope, that is ELT, over its planned location on Mauna Kea on the island of Hawaii in US state of Hawaii. Okay, then the thing is that this telescope, it is being built by an international collaboration of government organization, then educational institution at a cost of approximately $1.4 billion. Okay, that is its main importance. Then, so this TMT, it has government level support from the following countries. They are Canada, China, then Japan, India and USA. So this TMT project, it is the joint responsibility of DST and DAE from India. So what is this DST? DST means Department of Science and Technology, and DAE means Department of Atomic Energy. Okay, so the TMT project, it is the joint responsibility of both this. There is Department of Science and Technology and also Department of Atomic Energy. Then, so while this Mauna Kea, Hawaii is preferred as a choice for the TMT project, it has been given the large investment that have already been made and also committed, and this project, it is also looking at a alternate site both in the northern and also southern hemisphere. Clear? Then Hadley, that is in Ladakh, it is one of the sites being evaluated for hosting the telescope. That also you have to remember. Clear? Then, so about this TMT, we know this TMT is designed for a near ultraviolet to mid-infrared observation featuring adaptive optics to assist in correcting image blur. Clear? So this, what is this? Naturally, we will be thinking, what is this 30 meter? So this 30 meter, it refers to 30-meter diameter of the mirror with 492 segments of the glass which are pieced together, and this will which makes if 3 times as wide as the world's largest existing visible light telescope. Okay, such an advanced system it is. So, this 30 meter, it means its diameter, and then you have to remember it consists of 492 segments of glass pieced together. Okay, then the larger the mirror, what happens, the more light a telescope can collect, which means in turn that it can see farther and fainter objects. Okay, so it would be more than 200 times more sensitive than the current telescope, and it would be able to resolve objects 12 times better than the Hubble Space Telescope. Okay, that's a great advantage of this TMT. Clear? And his main objectives is to study about black holes, then to study of exoplanets, that means whether their atmosphere contain water vapor or methane or signature possible for the existence of life. And also it is used for detecting the extraterrestrial life. So these are its main objectives. Clear? Then today in Map-Reader program, we will be continuing with the major crops in India, and today we will be dealing with groundnut. So groundnut, we know it is a kharif crop and it accounts for about half of the major oil seed produced in the country. Okay, so this groundnut, it is most important oil seed of India, and it is grown both as a kharif and also as a rabi crop. But 90 to 95% of the total area, it is devoted to kharif crop. Clear? Then this groundnut, it thrives best in the tropical climate, and it requires 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius temperature and approximate rainfall of 50 to 75 centimeter. Okay, then we know this groundnut, it is highly susceptible to frost, then drought, then continuous rain, and also stagnant water. Clear? Then it needs dry winter at all time of its ripening, and if you ask for the soil type, it needs well drained, light, sandy loams, then red, yellow, and even black soil. They are well suited for groundnut cultivation. Okay. So India, we know India is the second largest producer of groundnut after China, and the top 3 states producing groundnut, they are Gujarat, it is a leading producer, then followed by Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Okay. So in the last class, I have asked you to find about the Central Coffee Research Institute. Okay, so the Central Coffee Research Institute, it was established during 1925, and it is located near the Belihennur in Chikmagalur district of Karnataka. Okay, so today your question is, please find where the Directorate of Groundnut Research is located. Okay, then, so in map, you can see the major as well as minor groundnut producing states. We know the leading producer is Gujarat, followed by Andhra Pradesh. Clear? Then, so today in Prelims question revision series, our question is, consider the following pairs. So here two headings are given, that is region often in use and country. So the option Shenzhenia, then Russian Federation, Darfur, Mali, Swat Valley and Iraq. So which of the above pairs is or are correctly matched? Okay. So our option A 1 only, B 2 and 3 only, C 1 and 3 only, and D 1, 2 and 3. Okay, this is the question. So we know all these regions, they are in news at that time and they are affected by some or other conflict. Okay, so it's a question from current affair, and we know the Shenzhen Republic. So first option it is given is Shenzhen. Okay, so this Shenzhen Republic, we know it's a federal subject, that means a Republic of Russia. So it's a right answer. Then our second option, that is Darfur. We know this Darfur, it is in Sudan and it is not in Mali. So this Darfur, it is a region in Western Sudan. Okay, so second option is wrong. Then about Swat Valley, we all know it is in Pakistan and it is not in Iraq. So the Swat Valley, Swat Valley, it's a valley and it is an administrative district in Pakistan. Okay. So it is a native place of Malala Yousafzai. We all know that. So it's a wrong statement. So our answer is A. A means 1 only. Clear? So our answer is A. Then so that's all for today's session. So if you have any doubt, please comment it in the comment section. Thank you for listening.